Hey wonderful people, how you all doing? I'm wishing all of us a prosperous new year. So today I'll be teaching us how to cut a perfect off-shoulder dress, the one you see on the top now, okay, that made you to come in. And I thank you so much for watching, okay. Thank you for stopping by. So I'll be making use of crepe material, and I've gone ahead to fold it into two, and what I just marked now is my starting line or the shoulder line. So I will place my tape there, and I will mark my chest line at 8 inches. I'll be dropping a perfect calculation of getting an accurate chest line on the screen. Go ahead and make use of it, you will like it. So I've also gone ahead to mark my shoulder to my bust point, my shoulder to my underbust, my shoulder to my waistline, and shoulder to the length of the top at 18 inches plus 1 inch hemming allowance or turning allowance at 19 inches. Okay, I'll be repeating the same thing here in order for me to get a straight line. So I'll be marking the same thing I just marked. That's my chest line, my bust point, my underbust, my waistline, and the top length. Alright, I'm making use of thick crepe, okay. I'm making use of thick crepe material, okay. Just go ahead and make use of any material that you have available. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and connect the lines together. This tutorial is 2-in-1. I'll first of all teach us how to draft a perfect armhole, okay, a perfect armhole bustier. A perfect armhole bustier. That's Princess Dart. Then from it we manipulate it into getting our off-shoulder dress. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I noticed that one of the lines, the two lines are marked, is bigger than the other, so I'm just trying to see if it's correct. Okay, so I just corrected it, and I'll go ahead and connect the lines together. Alright guys, let's proceed. Let me see if I can label the lines. The material is very thick. So guys, that first line is my chest line, that there is my bust point. The second line is my bust point. Okay, the third line is my underbust. Okay, the fourth line is the waistline, and the next is the top length plus hemming allowance. Okay guys, so that's just the basic measurement that you need for the top. Okay, alright, so let's proceed. Coming to the chest line, coming to the shoulder line, I will measure her shoulder and divide it into two. Her shoulder is 15 by 2 gave me 7.5, so I'll mark down 7.5 there. I will also repeat the same thing on the chest line, 7.5. So I'll connect the lines together. I'll connect the shoulder lines together. I'm so sorry for the noise in the background. I just needed to make this video. So now the next thing to do is to input the neck width and the neck depth, and I'll be making use of 3 by 3 inches. 3 inches by width and 3 inches by depth. After which I'll go ahead and make use of my curve ruler to connect it. I'll connect my neckline together like so. So guys, the next thing to do is to slope the shoulder with ½ inch. You can make use of 1 inch, but I'm sloping mine with ½ inch. It will still come out nice, trust me. So I'll just go ahead and connect it to the neckline width. So guys, the next thing to do is to work on the chest line, and to do that we will divide her bust circumference by 4. Her own gave me 9 inches. I'll go ahead and mark 9 inches. Then I'll measure what I have from that sloped area to the chest line. It gave me 7.5. Okay, I'll divide the 7.5 by 2 in order to get the midpoint. Then I'll chalk it down there. Then from that midpoint now, I'll come in by ½ inch. I'll come in by ½ inch. Okay, then I'll connect the 3 dots together in order to get my armhole curve. You can actually make use of your free hand if you do not have any curve ruler available. Okay, you can make use of your free hand, but since I have my ruler available, I'll just go ahead and make use of it. Okay, so guys, that achieved, the next thing we are going to do now is to get our darts. Okay, and to get your darts, you have to go ahead and divide your bust span, that's your nipple to nipple, by 2. Her own is 8 divided by 2 gave me 4, so I added ½ inch to it, that is 4.5. Okay, I marked 4.5 on the bust point, then 4 inches on the waist, on the underbust, 4 inches on the waistline, and 4 inches on the top length. Okay, I only marked 4.5 on the bust point. The rest is 4 inches. I hope you get. So go ahead and connect the lines together. Okay, after that, the next thing to do is to put the side dart, and that is I'll go ahead and take 2 inches. Okay, there are different body measurements, so and 2 inches is not constant for everybody. I just listed the perfect things to do on the screen, the perfect measurement to take over there on the screen. Go ahead and know the bust size that you are working for and make use of the right measurement. Okay, so I'm also gonna head to connect the lines together. Okay, so from that bust point I will come down by 1/2 inch. Okay, now I will measure what I have around the armhole curve, and I will go ahead and divide it to and divide the measurement I got into two. Okay, I will measure it and divide it into two. Mine I got 9 inches, and 9 divided by 2 gave me 4.5. I'll go ahead and place my tape around that 1/2 inch I sloped the shoulder with, like so, and I'll mark 4.5. That is the midpoint. Okay, then that midpoint I'll connect it to the bust point, like so. So guys, the next thing to do now is to curve our bustier. Okay, but first of all, let's tighten our armhole. To tighten the armhole, I will use 2 inches. That is 1 inch down from that midpoint, then 1 inch up. Okay, 1 inch down, 1 inch up. Okay, that is 2 inches. The 2 inches we will still replace it back. If not, it will shorten our material. Okay, you will not like it, trust me. So now the next thing to do is to curve our bustier. Okay, is to curve it. Go ahead and make use of your free hand. Alright, but me, I'll be making use of my pattern master, and I'll be placing my master like so. Okay, I'll be placing the curve ruler just like the way you see me doing it, not too curvy and not too what, not too loose. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and connect it like so. You can see it's taking shape. Okay, so now from the bust point 2, I will also go up by 1/2 inch. Remember, the 1/2 inch is not constant. You can actually go down by 1 inch and go up by 1 inch, or 0.75. So now I'll go ahead and connect the 1 inch we took downwards to the 1/2 inch I went upwards from the bust point. Okay, I also extended the line a little bit for a purpose. Okay, you still know the purpose. So I've just connected the lines. I'll also connect the upper one to it too, but this time around I'll be making use of my curve ruler. Okay, I'll be making use of my curve ruler. This is not really important. You can actually make use of your straight ruler over there too, but I love to make use of my curve ruler at that area. Okay, I hope you are getting what I'm saying. Even if you don't understand what I'm saying, just pay attention to what I'm doing. You will still get it. And don't forget to ask your question in the comment section. I'll be there to answer you. Alright. So now it's time to replace the 2 inches we took out around the armhole part. And to do that, I will place my tape from that 1 inch we marked downwards. I'll place my tape there, just like you see me doing. I've placed my tape and I'll mark 2 inches. Okay, 2 inches. Then from the 9 inches we marked around the chest line, I will also place my tape there and mark 2 inches. Now we have replaced the 2 inches we took out. Then I'll curve my new armhole. I'll curve my armhole. I'll go ahead and curve my armhole. Alright, so now that is it. So from around the chest line too, I will add 2 inches sewing allowance. Go ahead and add any sewing allowance of your choice, 1 inch, 1.5 or whatever. So around the underbust, I will divide her around underbust by 4. Her own gave me 8 inches. I will measure my dart intake. Okay, I will measure my dart. I will replace it plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Then around the waistline, I will divide her around waistline by 4. Her own gave me 8 too. It gave me 8 inches. I will mark 8 inches. Then I will measure my darts. That's 2 inches dart plus 2 inches sewing allowance. That gave me 4 inches. I will mark. Then the same thing I did around the waistline is what I will do on the top length, because the top length is actually 18 inches. It didn't get to the hip area. Okay, so what I did at the top length is what I did around the waistline. Okay, I hope you get. So I'll just go ahead and connect the lines together. That is the 2 inches we marked for our sewing allowance. Okay, and that is it. This is where our armhole bustier stops. If you are making armhole bustier, that's princess dart, this is the perfect way to cut it. Go ahead and try this method and let me know what you think. Okay, let me know what you think. Come back and tell me what you think. So now it's time to manipulate it to get our off shoulder. This is where you have to pay attention. So now you determine what cleavage you want to use. What cleavage you want to use. Me, I'm making use of 6 inches. Okay, you can make use of 7 inches, 8 inches, okay, or even 8.5, but me, I'm making use of 6 inches. That's what you want. So I'll just go ahead and mark it from the shoulder line to where 6 inches ends. Then I'll connect the lines together. I stopped marking the 6 inches around the shoulder line. Okay, you see where I stopped? Okay, around the shoulder line. Okay, there's no need of you extending it out. Okay, so now if you want to make use of a straight line, that's a straight neckline, you should leave your own straight like that. But me, I would love to give it a little bit of sweetheart look. Okay, just like you see on the thumbnail, I would like to give it a little bit of sweetheart look. Okay, so now the next thing I will do is I will also place my tape around that 6 inches. Okay, I'll place my tape like so, and I'll mark 1 inch. Okay, I'll mark 1 inch. Then I'll use my ruler and mark the 1 inch out, just like you see me doing. Good. Then I'll place my curve ruler and connect to the 1 inch we marked upwards. Okay, I'll connect it to the 1 inch we marked upwards. Okay, I'll connect it to that 1 inch. I'll connect it to that 1 inch, and I'll curve. You should wait to see how the off shoulder bustier really looks. Okay, I have the finished look attached to this video. You should wait to see it. You will love it. Also try this method. Try it out. It works. There are many different ways of cutting any styles that you see. There are many different methods of cutting. Okay, and this is what I use. This is how I actually cut mine, and it's been working out for me. Okay, I also urge you, I would like you to try it out and let me know what you think. Okay, so now this is our off shoulder. It's nice. Okay, so let's cut. It's time to cut. If you want to add yoke to your own, go ahead and add the yoke. But me, I did not add any yoke. You can see the thing is off shoulder. Okay, if you want to add yoke to your own, the yoke starts from the where the 1 inch upwards ends. Okay, that 1 inch we connected the place I'm just cutting now. That's where the yoke ends. Just go ahead and make use of it. So now guys, let's cut the back. So guys, to cut the back, I've also gone ahead to fold my material into 2, and now I will go ahead and mark my shoulder line on my starting line. Okay, so I'll also go ahead and mark 1 inch zipper allowance. 1 inch for zipper allowance, starting from that folded edge. 1 inch. Go ahead and make use of any 1 inch, any zipper allowance that you use for your own. Okay, go ahead and make use of any zipper allowance. Can be 1.5, 2 inches. Alright, just go ahead and make use of it. I do use 1 inch for all my zipper allowance. Okay, and it's working for me. Okay, so now I will go ahead and connect the lines together. Okay, so now guys, every measurement I will take now will start from that 1 inch. It will not cross. My tape will not cross that 1 inch. My tape will not cross it. Everything I will do will start from there. So now I'll go ahead and input her shoulder measurement, which is 7.5, just like we did in the front, and the neck width 3 inches. Okay, I just marked 3 inches neck width, and the neck depth 1 inch. Alright, so I'll go ahead and connect the necklines together using my curve ruler like so. Okay guys, then the next thing I'll do, I'll place my tape and I'll mark the chest line at 8 inches. I will mark the underbust at 13.5, the waistline at 16.5, and the top length at 18 inches plus 1 inch hemming allowance at 19 inches, just like we did in the front. Okay, the only measurement we didn't mark here is the bust point because there's no breast at the back. Okay, I'm just repeating the same thing I marked earlier. That way it will enable me to get a straight line. I normally do this in all my videos. Okay, so I'm just connecting the lines together. So now over there is my chest line, my underbust, my waistline, and the top length. So I will also go ahead and mark her shoulder measurement, that is 7.5 on the chest line, and I will go ahead and connect the lines together like so. So guys, the next thing to do is to slope the shoulder by ½ inch, just like we did in the front. I'll go ahead and connect it to the neckline width. Okay, the next thing to do now is to input her bust circumference divided by 4, which is 9 inches. I will mark, okay, plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Then I'll measure what I have from the sloped area to the chest line. I will get the midpoint just like we did in the front. I will mark. This time around I'm not coming in with any ½ inch. I'm not coming in by ½ inch. So I'll just go ahead and curve my armhole. Alright, that's achieved. So guys, the next thing to do is to input our body circumference. Our underbust is 8. My light just went off, but we'll have to continue. Her underbust is 8 inches. Her underbust is 8 inches. Okay, I will go ahead and add 2 inches to that for sewing allowance. 2 inches sewing allowance. 2 inches sewing allowance. Her waistline is also 8 inches. Okay, 8 inches. That's 32 divided by 4. Then plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Then what I did around the waistline is what I also do on the top length. Remember what we did in the front. That's 8 inches plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Then I'll connect the lines together. That is 2 inches we added. I'll go ahead and connect them together. Alright, so now is to input our darts, okay, our princess darts. And to do that, divide your bust span by 2, which her own is 8 by 2 gave me 4. This time around I will just mark 4 inches all through. I will mark 4 inches both on the underbust, waistline, and the top length. Then I'll connect the lines together. Then I'll curve it using my my curve ruler to that armhole midpoint. Okay, I'll curve it, and that will be our princess curve. Okay, so now if you are using it for a normal princess dart, then this is where you have to stop. Okay, this is where you have to stop. Okay, this is where you have to stop. but the back tightening that we will do for off shoulder, you will also do it. So now I'm just placing to get my off shoulder, just like we did in the front. And this is me marking 6 inches from the shoulder line we marked. Okay, my camera wasn't really getting it. Alright, so I will go ahead and connect it together. Now from that place I will mark 1 inch down. Okay, I'll mark 1 inch down, then I will place my curve ruler like so, and I'll connect it to the armhole. Okay, connect it to the armhole part like so. I'll try to straighten out that place. I'll straight it out like so. Good. So now guys, the next thing to do is to do our back tightening. That is to prevent zipper bulge. If you are cutting for a princess bustier, you should also do what I'm about to do now. Okay, you will love it. So from that waistline area around the zipper parts, I will go in by 1/2 inch. Alright, I will go in by 1/2 inch and I'll connect it straight up and I'll connect it straight down. If you are using it for a princess bustier, connect it straight up to the to the to your neckline depth. Okay, just connect it straight up to your zipper to your neckline depth. Okay, let me not just confuse you guys. Okay, connect it to where I just stopped and connect it to your zipper, to your top to your neckline depth. I'm just tired, but I needed to do this video. It's actually late. It's 10 p.m. here. I just needed to cut this thing now, okay, and sew it tomorrow. So now let's cut it. Let's cut it, guys. I'm cutting through the 1/2 inch I tightened the chest line with the zipper part. Now the 1 inch, the armhole part. Okay, now I will cut through the down part to get the length of the top, then the darts. Okay, I'll stop the darts around the armhole part. Alright guys, to cut the sleeve, I've gone ahead to fold the remaining sleeve by 4. I folded it into 2 and I folded it into 2 again. This is actually an off shoulder sleeve. So now I've gone ahead to mark 9 inches from the the upper line you are seeing is 9 inches. Okay, I marked 9 inches from the center front to 9 inches, and the one at the down part is length 16. This depends on the length of sleeve you want. The length of the sleeve is 16 inches, then the cuff part is just 5 inches. Okay, it's 5 inches. Then the length of the round sleeve is 13.5. From the edge there to the side is 13.5. Okay, and I just connected it from the cuff part down to that 13.5. Okay, from that cuff part to down side of it, and that is just it, guys. Let's see the final look.
Sky opens up when we it's making me say